A very good morning to all the ninth class students. In the series of revision videos for the August test, I am sharing the third video today, and yesterday I was discussing with you the salient features or the important features of Indian Constitution. In this series, I am now moving to the next important feature of Indian Constitution, and is that single citizenship. We all know that India is a country that is divided into many states like Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Tamil Nadu. In every part of India there is a state. So every person lives in a state and the country is India. Still, there is provision in the constitution that Indian constitution provides Indian citizens only one citizenship, and that is the citizenship of India. We do not have any dual citizenship like we have in USA or other places. USA we get the citizenship of dual nature. Dual nature means the state citizenship as well as the country citizenship. But in India we have only one citizenship, and that citizenship is citizenship of India. So we do not have the citizenship, or we do not have the division on the basis of caste, color, creed or religion, but we all Bengalis, Punjabis or Tamilians or UP or Biharis, whatever we are not having any citizenship for that. We all are Indians. In the name of the world, in the paper, in the domicile, we have only one citizenship, and that is the citizenship of the nation. The next point is the language. We know that India is a country where different languages are spoken. But for the official language, we have only Hindi. Hindi is the national language. Okay? And English is a language that is also accepted, but the official language of India is Hindi. So it is the national language, so it is the official language of India. But in constitution there is provision for regional languages also. Okay? So we studied 2 points. First is single citizenship and official language. Next, moving on, we have the written and detailed constitution. Indian constitution is a written and detailed constitution where there is complete division of power between the three organs of the government. Government के तीन हिस्से, that is, I have told you there are three parts of any government, that is executive, legislature and judiciary. Constitution ने अलग अलग कर रखे हैं. यहाँ पे अलग अलग लोगों के अलग अलग चीज़ों के रिटन रूल्स हैं, बिकॉज इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज अ रिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. हमें पता है कि MP MLAs का वर्क लॉ बनाना है. हमें पता है कि IAS IPS का काम लॉ को फॉलो कराना है. और हमें पता है कि जजेस का काम, जुडिशरी का काम लॉ को अपहोल्ड करना है अगर लॉ के खिलाफ कोई कंप्लेंट पहुंचती है, कोई भी इलीगल. तो सारी चीज़ें, वट एवर थिंग्स वी आर हैविंग इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, वट एवर रोल द पीपल आर प्लेइंग, वट एवर रोल the judiciary is having, whatever role the executive is having, whatever role the legislature is having, all that thing is very very clearly written in a detailed constitution of India. Okay? The state policies or the center policies, these are all written. Indian constitution has 395 articles, 9 schedules and several amendments, giving the reason extreme length of Indian constitution. So Indian constitution कोई छोटा constitution नहीं है, बहुत ही सोच समझ के एक्सट्रीमली हाइप बनाया गया है, बिकॉज इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज ए डिटेल्ड एंड रिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। तो हम कोई भी चीज़ हवा में बात नहीं करते, हर चीज़ पेपर पे है, हर चीज़ ऑथेंटिक है, और हर चीज़ के पीछे एक रूल एंड रेगुलेशन है, हर चीज़ के पीछे एक प्रॉपर फ्रेमवर्क है। ओके, सो these are the salient features of Indian Constitution.